So if you're around my age, we'll call it 35 and up, I know 100% you have seen ads for Hims or hers, depending on, if you're a dude or if you're a lady. And boy, I just hate him. The first reason really is just all of the targeted marketing. I get it. Companies need to market, algorithms, figure out stuff, send stuff where it needs to be. It's all money, it's all this. But man, all that marketing, all that targeted stuff just makes me want to throw up. It's just overwhelming. And it's showing that if you're of a certain age, there's a few things, if you're a man, that are going to happen. That's going to be you're fat, you're unhappy, you're sad and mentally depressed, you're bald, and your dick doesn't work. And I don't think that's true. I'm 41 and my testosterone's 807. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the same for women, pigeonholing them in a few different ways, like premenopause, overweight, and all that. So what they do is they find each gender's classic like insecurity and they really try to exploit it and say, yep, this is definitely happening. And then, like any good company does, is the second thing. Now that they've marketed to you and exploited these things, or have shown these things and exploited all of these insecurities, now it's time to solve that problem. And they have just so much bullshit. Like, go look on the site. There's 1 million different things. And don't get me wrong, to their credit, they'll use health professionals and things like that, but a lot of it is snake oil bullshit, right? Like, use this, like there's 27 different things for all the different kinds of hair growth you could get back. This serum, this pill, this, that, the other. And clearly, I'm one of them. There's a lot of bald guys still running around, so maybe it's not working. There's 87 different pills and creams and such for the best sex you can have, how to get your member the hardest, how to stop premature ejaculation, how to this, that, and the other. A million things for solving the weight problem, a million things, happy pills and this, that, and the other. There's just so many different things that they're going to shove down your throat because, if you take this, then you have to take this. And if you take this, then you need this. And then this will work too. And really what it does is people that might actually have some health concerns and want some help get a bunch of shit shoved down their face that they don't need just to take their money. And I don't like that. What it also does is it promotes the culture of, you got a problem, here's the quick fix. Where a lot of people, what you can do is maybe work on yourself. Like, if you want to lose some weight, maybe try some other things before you go the route of medicine. If you want to improve your sex life, maybe change your diet, maybe have some therapy, dude, who the fuck knows? But maybe a dick pill isn't the thing that you need, but I don't know. That also leads into number 3, which again is not my favorite, and that's just their promotion of GLP-1, and that becoming, these things like Ozempic and stuff like that, becoming, this is the solve-all, right? And I don't know if you guys remember this, but when it first came out, it was marketed, obviously it's a medicine for diabetics, but it was marketed for weight loss in the beginning as you just take this for a little bit, lose the weight, and you're good. And then obviously, as big business does, it's like, well, hell, this is taking off. A lot of people are using it. Now let's keep people on it forever. Again, are these things terrible? Maybe not. If someone's morbidly obese or someone really can't get it going and they can take something like that to start their journey and get them to drop some pounds, because it does work, and get them that confidence, get them moving in that direction, for a short term, I think that's cool. And that's a good way to use it. But most people don't. And it's not marketed as that. It's marketed as, hey, you don't have to do shit. You don't have to change your lifestyle at all. Guess what? Just keep taking this. All right. And you're going to be all good. And I find that disgusting with anything. Yes, are there medications that people need to survive? Absolutely. But a lot of these medications, and this one in particular, when it comes to weight loss, is not needed for survival. What would be better for everybody is if people could be taught where they learn these things, I don't know, but actually how to change their lifestyle. Don't use the Band-Aid. Actually Let's sew up that wound and make sure that shit doesn't reopen, not just put a patch over it. This is what I'm about, and I think this is what can help people. But Hims, hers says fuck that, and I ain't down with that. With number four, I did say they use professionals, which they do, but I think that's a little bit misleading. It's, if you look on the site and play with it, it's like these quick evaluations to put you with, a nurse practitioner or maybe a doctor or whatever. And it's not very thorough, right? It's very vague. So then it could be like, oh, cool. Now we can give you this product. We can give you this, that, and the other. I don't know 100%. This is just my speculation, but there might be some sort of, structure in payments or things like that of who gets what or how much of what you sell. I don't know. I just know that, things could be structured like that, and medicine is not any different than any other type of business. But this whole telehealth thing is kind of nuts. Is it a good thing? Again, maybe for certain people, but post-pandemic, when it becomes the norm, it really can't be that personal, especially, if it's just fill out this questionnaire. Oh, cool. Oh, you seem like, oh, you get sad sometimes. You need to take Prozac. Oh, you're a little overweight. You need Ozempic. Oh, you're having a tough time keeping a heart on. You need this dick pill. And then people are like, okay, cool. And just take. So again, at least they're professionals, but this being pushed as like a thing that's optimal health for optimal people, I think is optimal bullshit. And the fifth and final reason, which I think is the most nefarious, is that it pushes the view of shame on men's health. And obviously this is for women as well, because a lot of these things that can touch us, baldness, erectile dysfunction, being overweight, not having muscle mass, mental health, all these things can be a bit private, and people it can be tough to talk about. When talking about these things is exactly what needs to happen, especially men's health gets really kind of pushed aside, with just deal with it. And this promotes that, right? It's like, oh, are you sick of wearing a hat? Motherfucker, dude, this is good. Right? I wear hats because hats are sick, but not because, I'm ashamed of being bald, and it's pushing that. It's like nature's taking its course, man. Like, deal with it, right? But they're saying, no, you can get it, and it's sent right to your home so no one knows. You don't have to go to the doctor's office and sit with these other people because they all know, right? Let me give you this Prozac to your house, and then no one has to know, as opposed to maybe going to some therapy, talking things out, learning how to deal with your feelings. And I think that's terrible that, you put all these things together and it's just this mass marketing, pushing that, hey, you're this old, it's over, you're fat, you're bald, your dick doesn't work, you're not strong, you're crazy, but guess what? I'm going to send you a box right to your house that's going to have all those things fixed. So now you can really go out in the world and make it happen. Like, what the fuck is that? So again, all this stuff is just my opinion, but I think I hate it. I hate Hims and hers, right? So if you made it this far and you've ever thought about using it, it's your life. Feel free, but I would think about what's going to be best for you. And that most of the time is not just putting a Band-Aid over the shit, actually dealing with it and embracing.